Hello everyone, this is PHTV Channel 4 in Palos Heights. I'm Sue Jankowski and welcome to Meet with Moraine. As you already know, I hope, we have this program every month with someone just so interesting telling us so many wonderful details about their department at Moraine Valley Community College, which is in Palos Hills, right around the corner from us. And I'm sure you've probably been there. If not, you should go there. It's really pretty, especially this time of year. Today we have Tianna Conway, who is the Managing Director of the Fine and Performing Arts Center. Thanks for coming in, Tianna.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's so great. You know, Tianna just, I'll say she just started. She really didn't. She started way back, in the fall of last year, but she's relatively new at Moraine Valley Community College. And so I think we're all kind of interested. How did you land there? Tianna, what's your background?
So I've been working in the arts industry for just over 19 years. I started out at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I was a box office manager and assistant director, and I had a fabulous supervisor who became a mentor of mine, wearing a lot of hats, which really did help me, and that's when I decided to do my master's in arts management. And then I just kind of traveled around at different venues. I was a director of education at the Shower Arts Center in Hartford, Wisconsin. That was a wonderful opportunity working with students. And then previously to Moraine Valley, I was at Carthage College in Kenosha, and I founded their Office of Performing Visual Arts, working side by side with 35 students.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's really such an interesting experience. And then you kind of migrated south a little bit.
Yeah, across that border, Illinois.
Across that border to Illinois, okay. So you've been here for a little bit, and how are you enjoying your time here? I'm not even going to say Illinois, but at Moraine Valley.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Moraine Valley just has a great atmosphere and environment. Everyone is incredibly helpful. So when I arrived, I got a mentor to help me kind of get the ropes. I worked in higher education, but Illinois is just a little bit different. And so just trying to get acclimated and really hit the ground running, because the center had been with a managing director for about 9 months.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
Okay.
so just getting started with the season, and at the same time we're in a season, you're booking the next season and trying to get to know everyone. So it's been a very wonderful collaboration and opportunity so far.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I know, I just find that everyone we speak to from the college is just so giving and understanding and helpful. They just want to help everybody. So I'm glad to hear you're having that experience too. Now, it's my understanding that the Fine and Performing Arts Center is celebrating 30 years, which is crazy, because I remember when it just got started. So 30 yeis a nice long chunk of time. And I'm sure there's been changes, and I'm sure they're thinking of what can we do to make it special this anniversary? Is there some special programs coming up, marking that 30th anniversary?
So when I was researching about Moraine, I was really excited to hear that they're going in their 30th anniversary. Their inauguration was January of 1994, and they started right away with becoming not just a campus facility, but for the community. And so they had Judy Collins, a country singer, really well known.
Oh, yeah.
She opened for the center. So through that process, when I was thinking about putting a series together and working with the faculty about the 30th anniversary, we're still rebuilding from that pandemic. And so I wanted something where all generations can be in the audience together. And so we continue to build. We welcome back our previous patrons, welcome new people to come and just check us out, and creating that environment. So there's no specific theme necessarily, but it's just a celebration to rebuild the arts together.
Yeah, and realize that it's okay to go. I mean, I think a lot of people are still a little bit hesitant about being in a room, that's kind of filled with people. But I don't think there's a reason to be fearful at this point. But everybody has to do their own pace. So it's nice that, gathering up people who have watched Moraine Valley over the years, develop into what it is today.
Yes, absolutely.
It's nice that you have that. Are there anything, when you look back, you said Judy Collins, that's pretty exciting. Are there any other really kind of memorable performers that have come there? Because I just want to point out to our viewers, you can see fabulous productions of students that are there, community members, but also there are more well-known performers that come in? Is there something that stands out to people? I realize you weren't there, but is there anybody that kind of stands out?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things that I'm working on this summer is putting together our history from the FPAC. So I'm hoping to have it ready for the 30th anniversary start. But I mean, so Tommy Hensel, who was the former managing director, had a great foundation, and he really kept all that data. So that was really easy. But prior to that, still sifting through and getting through materials. But I mean, one of the things that stood out to me that they did during that time frame was the Mosaic Project. It was a 2-year project, and that's where they launched they commissioned the American Griot, which was what our students performed. And so it's just a really wonderful opportunity. They also won some awards at the Region 3 Kennedy Center for Students Arts. But there's other, but I mean, they had like, for their 25th anniversary, they also had Jim Petrick there. I mean, there's always, it varies. What I like that we have at Moraine is we can bring in an artist that some people probably would know, and instead of going to downtown Chicago, they can visit us because we have free parking.
Oh, that's a huge plus.
Huge plus.
It really is.
But we also look at up and coming artists and people who, have great and wonderful talent that we want to share with the community. So it really varies.
It really does, and I think that's so important too, that we have this local place that you can go to. You can feel comfortable with parking, and the drive is not long. Yes. The prices are good. You can get into it most likely, but some things are really popular and do sell out. You know, so you really have to plan ahead. And so those are all really great. I think too that I want you to explain the part of your job that is really planning way ahead of time. Mm-hmm. Because it seems like, well, you're just kind of managing the groups that are coming and going, but really your job entails so much more than that. Yeah. So explain to our viewers, like, how do you find things? How do you find performers? And how do you schedule things? It seems so complicated.
Well, it's actually a really fun puzzle. So one of the things that I do, especially working in higher education, is I make sure that I work with the faculty first and finding what dates they need for their ensembles or their play and musical productions. Because I work at a college, so our students do come first. And so once I kind of get their dates, which is usually about the same each year, it can kind of shift a little bit depending on the calendar. From there, that's when I always have a wish list of artists, of course, but from over the years, because you can't book everything you want.
No.
But I go to conferences, I talk with agents and artists, I preview shows at conferences. Sometimes it's just like a 10 to 15 minute showcase. Other times, because I don't like to book anything that I've never seen, I do want to see some of it, especially if it's a little bit bigger, making sure it fits the stage right. Because even though the dimensions might fit, maybe it doesn't fit well. It looks too tight within the stage, which can feel uncomfortable. And so I'll actually go and, like, I went up to Milwaukee and previewed a few shows that are on this current season as well. And so it's just seeing how the audience reacts. And for this year, I decided to make an eclectic of genres. I know tribute does very well for us. People love Celtic Irish, but I wanted to try a little bit more, getting people to be interested in something that they might not have seen at an affordable cost.
I think that's really important too, because sometimes you go and you think, wow, I didn't know that performer was going to be so good, and then you kind of follow that performer. Or maybe one day that performer is really big somewhere and you're like, I was there at the beginning. Yeah, and that seems like such a big responsibility to get programming, shows, performers that are going to be well accepted. You want people to like it, so I mean, it's a lot of responsibility. It's some pressure for you.
Yeah, I mean, we just had subscription tickets go on sale yesterday, so I was very nervous before it happened, because you want people to show up.
Right.
But the energy was so great, and everyone was really excited, and I'm glad they were able to kind of customize the season for themselves and pick what they want to try. And some of them are like, oh, I've never known Gina Chavez, and I can't wait to see her. Her video looks really great. So yeah, I do ask people to kind of step outside of what they usually go and see and give it a shot. Try it out.
So when people are choosing things, or when you're actually choosing them, I mean, I always think of, maybe a musical or, a play or whatever, but I know there's so much more than that. What kinds of things can our viewers look forward to signing up for, going to see there besides what I just mentioned?
Yeah, so there's world music that's out there. Nobuntu is a gospel choir from Africa, and then Drum Tao, which is coming in, is a Japanese drumming dancing group. So there's that world aspect. There's also folk type music. So we have the Cabaret, Gin, Chocolate, and Bottle Rockets. It's a very
Just the name.
the title itself.
It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm glad I got it right. But there's you have everything within music. So music has a lot of different genres. So Take Three, they're classically trained, but they also play anything from Bach to rock. They say they're like the mini Trans-Siberian orchestra. So and then like New York Voices, they're coming and doing their holiday show. They are jazz. Grammy Award-winning group. So there's just a plethora of different opportunities within the genres.
Well, those sound all so fun and, just so different than you would normally see. I mean, a Japanese drum group, you don't just know about that or see that. It would be interesting to see. Do you get a wide range of people? I mean, like, are you getting like kids and older people? Is it just everybody? Or is there like some groups, they're just like geared to a certain group, even though you don't think so? That's who comes in.
Yeah, the age range really is all over the place. I mean, because when this last year, I had a few people who came for the first time to the venue and said this, came to Jim Witter and this was a really amazing opportunity. I didn't even know you were here. And so they couldn't wait to come back. So we also have Bill Blake coming in, who is the magician that's more of your family type. But I mean, anyone, from children to adults can be able to come see a show and still enjoy it. I do hope our younger youth would like to come. I really love seeing them get interest in the arts, not just in the performing arts series, but also academically. We do have opportunities for people to perform with our concert band or our percussion ensemble. So it's a really great opportunity to get into the arts if you're unsure.
Okay, so with the percussion or the different types of things that people can do, join in, is there, so it's academic, but is it also community-based? So like if there was a band, a choir, or whatever, could anybody become involved in this, or is it strictly for students?
Yeah, no, so our choir, we do have a lot of community members in our chorale, and then also we have a chamber choir, which has a mix between our students as well as community. Our concert band, our jazz ensemble, percussion, flute choir, we have a lot of opportunities. It's just not for Moraine students. So we have a lot of information on our website that can give details on how you can audition or who to communicate if you have interest in performing in one of our ensembles. It's okay if you don't want to perform too. We'd love to have you come and check out our show. Especially our academic shows are so amazing. When I went to our percussion concert, I was just blown away the talent that we have. So definitely come and check it out. Oh, and some of our ensemble concerts are free.
Oh,
yeah.
So you can just find out when it is and go.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of nice to support the students that way too.
Absolutely. And our community, absolutely.
Yeah, to come in and watch. So with the academic performances, by and large, anyone can come and listen to those things.
Yep.
They would get a ticket?
Yes, we still do tickets for even our free events. It just kind of helps with our data. But yeah, if you go onto our website, it's morainevalley.edu FPAC/tickets. So very easy to get access to.
You'll find it. We'll put it up on the screen for you so you can do that. So are you finding, just out of curiosity, are you finding that now that things have loosened up a little bit with people's feelings, you're getting more interest in people performing, joining in, or coming as a viewer?
Yes, so our ensembles are growing back to the capacity that they were prior to the pandemic. And then this last season, we actually had 3 sold-out shows, and Pirates of Penzance was so close. I think we were like 30 tickets away. So I'm very excited for the upcoming season. So when season subscription tickets are on sale now, but August 8th is when we have single sales. So I do encourage people to buy their tickets in advance. I don't want you to have to wait in line or miss the show because it's sold out.
Exactly. And season tickets are on sale now. So if you wanted to buy a season ticket, what would that mean if I bought a season ticket? Like I have a ticket for every single thing that comes, or I pick and choose what I want? How do I do that?
So there's both. There is a full, so it's the main stage series, which is 12 shows. That doesn't include the cabaret shows like Lauren Yanovich is on that. So you can customize also if you don't want all 12. So you can pick 6 of the 12 or you can pick 8, and there's discounts within those packages.
Okay. That's actually kind of nice that you can choose the amount because maybe you don't have the time or whatever to go to 12, but you would like to go to 8, and you can get that ahead of time. And you can look forward to it. I think that's the nice thing about that. You can know that you're going to be going, and that'll be fun to go to. Do you have a lot of people who do that, sign up for season tickets?
Yeah, so we had a really busy morning yesterday with season tickets, and also we have a new ticketing system, so you can actually do it online as well. So we had quite a bit of people do that in the morning because tickets went on sale at 8, and then the box office opened at 10.
Okay, well that's good. Now, if you haven't gotten season tickets before, and or you have, say you have gotten, do you have like a priority? Because hey, I've been doing this for 10 years. I mean, do those people get in first?
So right now we're rebuilding because we had 3 years where we weren't able to do subscriptions, and actually a year where we had to go virtual. So right now it's kind of restarting the packages over. We had a lot of people who have been coming to the venue for the last 20, 30 years. Even. We have volunteers who've been volunteering for 30 years. And so we had them come yesterday, and when you buy a full season package, one of the perks is that you get to renew your seats, and next year when tickets go on sale, it goes before even regular subscription. So it's a bigger perk. It's be able to get your tickets, the same seats every year.
I would think so, because some people, if they're really devoted to going and they really like their seats, or they just really want to get what they want, then it's nice. So out of the 12 or 8, you pick the things you want. So that's nice because you have less choices too. It sounds like people who really, if they really, really want to see something in particular, they really should buy their tickets ahead of time. So if you wanted to go to something, if you're buying your tickets in August and you really wanted to go to something in March, you can buy your ticket for that?
For the season subscription right now, and then on August 8th, yes.
Okay, so you can buy well ahead of time too, which is great. I just think it's such a great benefit that we're so close to Moraine Valley that you can go over there and get your free parking. It's not far away. I mean, it's really a great advantage to be able to enjoy some music or a play or whatever, support your local community college, and have a great time. There's a lot of restaurants over that way too. Or come to Palos Heights, and we've got a million restaurants, and enjoy a whole after viewing party. That sounds great. So they can start purchasing their tickets on August 8th, and so that's an open field. Is there anything else that we should know? I mean, I just think that the Performing Arts Center is such a beautiful bonus for people. I'm so glad they're finding out about it, because people do want to do things that are fun and have a relaxing time watching something, even though it might be loud like drums. It's exciting anyway. So
we also have our art gallery, and we bring in about 4 to 5 guest artists, and then we also have our Moraine Valley Student Show that happens in the spring. Our faculty are featured in the fall, and then we also have very popular our community show, which is actually up this season right now, is currently up until August, but we'll also be continuing that for next season too.
The art.
The art gallery.
Community Art Gallery, which is right in that Dorothy Manker building.
So when you go to the Fine and Performing Arts Center, when you walk in with the atrium, it's all the way down the hallway on the left.
Okay, so you can just go in. It doesn't cost anything to do that. You can just actually go over there pretty much when the building's open. I don't know when,
so it's open from 9 to 5.
Okay.
And also, in addition, we also have opening receptions. So it's a great time to meet the artists, or if our students have a show, you can discuss with them what their inspiration was for their pieces. We have like light hors d'oeuvres and coffee and things like that.
Oh, that's nice. Now I remember, and help me with this, there's a Shakespeare garden, am I right?
There is.
Okay. And is that still flourishing at this point?
Yes, yes. I was just walking through that the other day because we are opening Much Ado About Nothing. And so we decided the director and I had a meeting outside in the garden. It's quite beautiful. It is open, you know, you can go out, great place to have lunch on these beautiful days in the summer. So just come around, and there's no check-in, there's no tickets. You can just sit there and enjoy the wonderful atmosphere.
Isn't it? I mean, it's just so beautiful. So I'm going to tell people just go over there. And the box office, is that open periodically?
Yep, so right now we're in summer hours, but starting the week of August 7th, we'll be open Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, so you can go over there, walk through the Shakespeare Garden, buy your tickets, just enjoy. I mean, the whole walking path around there, I know I'm kind of diversifying a little bit, but wow, I mean, there's just so many advantages to heading over to Moraine Valley.
Oh, it is. It's a beautiful campus, and there's so many other, I mean, we have our rec center, and there's the library is really quite beautiful. So a wonderful opportunity for a community member just to pop by and say hi.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Tianna, thank you so much, and I wish you all the best with your endeavor at Moraine Valley Community College. It sounds like things are going great, and I hope to see you there myself, and if not, come back and visit us again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thanks for watching us on Meet with Moraine. Next month, we'll have another interesting thing for you to find out about Moraine Valley Community College. Have a great day. Bye-bye.